So Jesus being S-U-P-R, well, that now explains the word supper perfectly. Okay. So when you say the supper, okay, that equals love Jesus. And then the word last equals salt, which is a famous title of Jesus. So the Last Supper is love last Jesus, or last love Jesus. It's just amazing. Okay. But this now, okay, I have just laid the foundation. I have just begun. I have just laid the foundation of how this famous foursome screams out Jesus. And this was beginning with the most obvious gem of all, is that the greatest surprise in history was Jesus rise. Jesus rise. Surp rise. And then surprising was Jesus rising. Okay? And you can throw this apostrophe on or off. It makes sense grammatically either way in the sovereignty of God. Jesus rising, possessive, or Jesus rising as a verbal statement. Jesus rising was surprising. And that's the way God likes it, because God loves to surprise us. Isn't that amazing? But once you know that this is a famous foursome in English that declares Jesus, what we're doing now, of course, is we're very easily using the computer to harvest every English word that contains these four letters at first in order, and just putting more of the puzzle together. Okay, and it's pretty obvious. Okay, so you purse the lips. Both words parallel Jesus. Purse. People, people purse the lips in order to do what? To receive a kiss, which equals father. Kiss equals father, which parallels the word touch. But do you see how the act of pursing the lips goes to Jesus? Jesus says, I am, and this God does this everywhere. Bottle, if this was a bottle, bottle equals Jesus, and water goes to Father. In fact, this is touch equals water. Okay, so in order to get a kiss, you purse the lips. Both of these words parallel Jesus. But the actual kiss itself equals Father, which parallels touch. So another analogy, bottle equals Jesus. Okay, composed of the two 37s sliced in half. 37, 37, up, up. And that's why you should drink cocoa water in a bottle to the glory of Jesus. I have done that several times now. Okay. But what is typically inside a bottle? Well, you can put cocoa, which parallels Father, and water. Okay. So the bottle, which is Jesus, okay, leads you, within the bottle is the water. Okay. We saw this in Flowerland. The spur equals Jesus, and within the spur, the nectar goes to Father. And it ultimately, the nectar gets transformed by bees into honey, which goes to Father. Okay? And, but this all adds up. Okay? So the bottle equals Jesus, and inside the bottle is water, which goes to Father. And this gets really disturbingly awesome. Water equals honey equals touch, which equals, and so all that to say, okay, so a spur is an offshoot of a flower that contains the nectar. Okay, the animals go through the spur in order to get the nectar. You go through the bottle in order to get the water. You go through Jesus in order to have access to Father God. Okay, so now again, just finishing this off. First, you purse your lips in order to get a kiss. You purse your lips in order to get the touch. The purse equals Jesus. The kiss itself and the touch go to Father, just like all these other analogies that I've presented to you. So again, anytime you see a word declaring Jesus or the Son, think to yourself, what is the closest thing or item or relationship to that is greater than it, that points to Father, like the nest in the tree, the Father in the sun, the robin in the tree, the Father in the sun. Okay? Very, very cool, isn't it? You know, inside your lips are your teeth, which equals Father. Okay? It's all about getting in there. And then the word lips, as it were, a single lip goes to Father. It's so cool how it all adds up. Okay? But teeth equals Father equals smile. But it is, I mean, it's just overwhelming how perfect all this stuff is. Okay, to glorify the Trinity and their personal names and how they relate to each other and who's greater than the other, and it's just okay. So we're really hot on these 4 letters for Jesus right now and how that fits into the whole puzzle. It's very satisfying to put together.